I'm Nadia. I'm a Thermomix consultant from Abu Dhabi, and today I'm in a Thermomix office to share with you the secrets of bread making. So today we'll be making carrot bread, and we'll be using the real ingredient, which is the real carrot and not the powdered one. You can actually replace it with the freeze-dried carrot, but the nutrition won't be as beneficial as using the real carrot. Okay, let's start with the bread making. So it is very simple actually. We're going to be putting all the ingredients all at once and then just knead it with Thermomix. And the beauty of kneading with Thermomix is it is imitating the professional mixer, that you get the window pane, the elasticity of the bread achieved in just under 4 minutes. And this is the manual recipe and not in cookie dough. This is a recipe that I developed myself, and hopefully you'll enjoy it too. So let's begin with the recipe. First we need 110 grams of water. So we just use the scale of Thermomix to weigh the water. And then we're going to put yeast. $30 grams of sugar. We'll be using 250 grams of flour. Powdered milk is only 10 grams. 25 grams of butter.
Does it have to be room temperature?
No, it doesn't matter what temperature is the butter, you can just simply put it in. I sometimes use it directly from the fridge, sometimes I leave it on the counter. The egg, you use one whole egg, but you divide it into two if you want to make it into 2 layers of bread. But if you want to make it as a whole, you can just put everything at once. Pinch of salt, and that's it. So we will knead it for 4 minutes. So put the lid on. That's it. Now we're gonna take it out, and then we're just gonna divide this into 2 so that we can do 2 loaves of bread. Most of the time when we make our own bread, we tend to get a little harder bread compared to the store-bought bread. But it's understandable because the bread in the store, they put a lot of additive and chemical to make it soft and fluffy and to last longer. So to make our own homemade bread, we have to figure out the way to make it soft and fluffy like the store-bought, so that you are not missing on anything. Yeah, I don't have any particular brand of flour, but I will check the protein level in there. Usually the nicest one to make bread, to make it soft and fluffy, is at least 13% of protein in there. Comparatively with Thermomix, you need to knead it for only 4 minutes, but for stand mixer you get the same fluffy results. It takes me around 30 to 45 minutes kneading on the stand mixer. So see how much time saved with Thermomix. So now we're just going to keep it for 1 hour before we shape it. Now we're going to make the second dough with carrot. You can just make the whole dough in once. We just mix up both the ingredient and make it into one whole big batch. But I like to make it into a swirl kind of design, so I make it into 2 dough. So now we're just going to put water again, 100 grams of water. And then we're going to put the carrot, which is 70 grams. And we're going to blend this first to make the carrot infuse in the bread. 10 seconds you get this already. So now we're just gonna put all the ingredients and knead it. So the difference between this second dough and the first dough is just the carrot, but because we put the real carrot inside, the water quantity is different a little bit from the first one, but the other ingredients is just the same as the previous. The second dough is done with the carrot, and you can see the color of it is yellow because of the carrot. If you want to put coloring also is fine, but for me this is more than enough, and you can see the color of the carrot already. And this one also, you're going to divide it into two like the previous dough, so that you can make it into the swirl. Sometimes when you do your bread and you see your bread is not risen or is not risen enough, the problem might be because of the yeast. It's not that active or it's not active at all. So what you have to make sure, once you open the packet of yeast, you have to keep it in a cool place. Like what I do is, when I open the package, I just seal it and keep it in the freezer for my next baking. So for that, even after 2, 3, 4 months, the yeast is still viable, and you can use it to make the it is normal when you make the bread and it fails, because even for myself, it take me so many attempts to get it right. So you shouldn't give up after 1 or 2 times. You should keep on trying, and there's a lot of recipe out there you can try that suits your taste, suits your kitchen, and suit your own ingredient, because ingredient matters, and also some technique matters also. Yeah, we're gonna just stack it, both 2 of the dough, and then we're just gonna roll it into one log, so you'll get the swirl just like that, and you see that. So now you're gonna put it. Now you're gonna put it in the bread tin that you already put butter or oil on it, so that it doesn't get stuck on the bread tin. So that's it. Now you're gonna leave it for 1 hour and 1.5 hours, depending on your kitchen temperature, so it will rise until 2/3 of the tin. The bread is done. Now it's time for us to cut it open. Just make sure once you take it out from the oven, don't cut it immediately, because you need to make it a little bit cool down before you cut it open, or else all the moisture will escape and you'll be left with a little bit dry bread. You see the swirl, and you see how fluffy it is actually. So you can enjoy this as it is, because there's already so much flavor packed into this, or you can only use any of your favorite spread with it. My boy like to enjoy it with just plain peanut butter without sugar, and he enjoy this like 4 or 5 slices at once. So where should we keep this? Usually the bread will last without any mold for 3 to 4 days, but usually within 1 or 2 days my boys will finish all of it. And if you want to keep it longer, you can even slice it up and then wrap it and keep it in the freezer. Once you want to eat it, you just put it in a toast, so it will warm up and be fluffy as before. And that's it. You can enjoy your homemade bread with real carrot for your whole family to enjoy.